going on, Jerome's? Good morning to you guys. So last time we did a first round mock draft where we just picked for everyone, not just the Vikings. We did trades. Now we got some feedback on that. It's like, predicting trades, whatever. So we're just going to do a one round stick and pick draft. No trades whatsoever, even though there's going to be trades. It's going to be a lot of trades going on draft night. It's going to be a lot of fun a week from Thursday. But we're going to do a first round mock draft. No trades. Here we go. So first off, Bengals at 1. Now, man, I like Joe Burrow. I am a little bit concerned about the 1 year production. Is he a product of the scheme? I mean, Joe Brady basically turned around LSU, and I'm pretty excited for Teddy Bridgewater and in Carolina with Christian McCaffrey and whatnot. So, I mean, it is the no-brainer pick. Like, if you have a shot at a franchise quarterback, you probably shouldn't pass it up. So Yeah. Who are we kidding? There we go. All right, so Joe Burrow off the board. Washington is up. So now, this is a prime trade down spot because, I mean, Washington, with a brand new regime, may not be sold on Haskins. They could pull a full-on Josh Rosen, Kyler Murray here. Because Ron Rivera, I mean, he wasn't in the building. He was in Carolina, trying to make the playoffs with the corpse of Cam Newton when Washington drafted Dwayne Haskins, number 15 last year. Yeah. But, man, it would be really tough to pass up on Chase Young, even though they do have a gang of great edge rushers and really solid defensive linemen. Man, it's tough. It's tough. You know what? You know what? You know what? Let's go full Leroy Jenkins on this thing. Tua, come on down, because Adrian needs a left-handed quarterback. There we go. So Washington just completely monkeys up this entire draft, right? Just throwing the monkey wrench in. But now Washington, Dwayne Haskins is on the blocks, and they'll be traded even though we're not trading. So whatever. So Lions up now. So they're like right away. They're like, WTF, mate. Like, did Ron Rivera's internet connection flick off? Did his AOL email not go through? Yeah. So now they're like, well, okay, I'm a friggin' Chase Young. I mean, that's gross. I mean, that's just gross. I just hate everything. I would be so mad if Washington F's this up or someone trades up to 2 and then the Lions just by doing nothing. Like Bob Quinn, who's a baby back biatch, and he's got his thumb up his ass, and then all of a sudden Chase Young just falls in the lap. Is like, ooh. All right. So the Giants, Gettleman like big, strong. Gettleman like old school. Gettleman like, well, it could be Wirfs. It could be Wills. Let's go Wills. There you go. Dolphins now. So Dolphins were like, all right, well, we thought that Tua is just going to fall into our lap. Now, they may not be completely sold on Justin Herbert, but it would be so sickening, like adding Okudah to that already pretty solid secondary. And Xavier Howard, Jeff Okudah, I mean, that is super tempting. But with a full-on rebuild down there and Brian Flores, I mean, he has got to be salivating with Isaiah Simmons sitting on board there. It's just like, baby, whatever. My darling, I can't get enough Isaiah Simmons, babe. I don't know why. Boom. There you go. So now the Chargers, I mean, the Chargers could be one of the teams to trade up to 2 to go get Tua. So now, are they fully in on Herbert? Maybe, maybe not. They certainly could use a tackle to replace Russell Okung, who they sent to the Panthers. So now, what to do here? I mean, Wirfs is there. Could you play him on the left side? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, maybe they bet on the super upside athletic freak Mekhi Becton here. Wouldn't be wrong. For me, I would go Andrew Thomas here. But, you know, there you go. Chargers get Becton. All right, so now the Panthers are just like, what? What? Like every single pick, like everyone who comes up is gonna be like, what? And like I've said before, I'm jealous of the Panthers, the Cardinals, and the Jaguars because 7, 8, 9, they're gonna get a premium, amazing day one stud player just through the shenanigans of whatever happens in the top 6. Likely 3 quarterbacks will be gone, not in this mock, but you know, it is what it is. So if I'm the Panthers, so Derek Brown is there, Kinlaw is there, Carolinian, Jeff Okudah is there for some reason. And, I mean, you could go a lot of different routes. It's weird. It's weird with the Panthers talk about routes. All right. So, I mean, Jeff Okudah, it's pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, so the Cardinals sitting here, need tackle help. Derek Brown is just sitting there chilling as well. Oh, they're going to get C.J. Henderson, and then they're going to trade Patrick Peterson to the Vikings for 22, which is stupid. All right, so did they get Wirfs here? That wouldn't make a lot of sense. You just plop his ass at right tackle, and you're good to go. Andrew Thomas would make some sense as well. But you're going to go Wirfs. There you go. I'm just trying to make this work so Andrew Thomas falls to the Vikings. That's all I'm doing. All right, so now the Jaguars. The fact that Derek Brown is just there chilling. Same thing with Kinlaw. And see here, Henderson is there. I think they're going to give Gardner Minshew a year just to see what happens. Also, I mean, at this stage, I mean, are they in on Herbert? Are they in on Love? Probably not. So, I mean, if they stink in the Garfunkel this season, they would be firmly being in the Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence derby. So whatever there. I mean, wide receiver, they could go. Be really fun to pair up with DJ Chark. I mean, just not overthink it. I mean, Derek Brown just coming in on that defensive line. Ooh, baby. All right, so now the Browns. Tackle's pretty clear. Also could be in the market for, there's really not much else. I mean, Andrew Thomas is a clear-cut pick there. All right, so now if you're the Jets, you missed out on the top run of tackles, right? So the top 4 are off the board. You're going to go down for Josh Jones. I wouldn't necessarily be mad at that. I mean, they might. If you're just looking to protect stupid mono kid. Clavon Chason is there just chilling. Could they start the run of wide receivers? I mean, if they're looking for a one-on-one replacement for Robbie Anderson, I mean, Henry Ruggs would be it. All right. Or do they get the Dez Bryant of this class? Go get CeeDee Lamb. I'm going to give him CeeDee Lamb, because why not? Because for me, I do think that Judy is a more complete receiver, but CeeDee Lamb is just a really fun, like junkyard dog where he will just fight you. I love that. All right, so now Raiders on the board. So they go a different route. They go Henderson here. They could go Justin Herbert, even though it does seem like Mack is pretty infatuated with Mariota. Not so much on Derek Carr. Ruggs the third is there chilling as well. Kinlaw would be huge. I mean, Kinlaw, Mo Hurst, Crosby. Let's go. Let's freaking go. It's tough because I do just want to channel like the ghost of Al Davis. The autumn wind is a pirate. Yep, it happened. It just happened. So the Niners now. I mean, for the Niners, cornerback play, it was bad last year. Like it was basically Richard Sherman and a bunch of slappies on the other side. So Henderson makes a lot of sense here. Jerry Jeudy with Debo would just be sick. Would just be absolutely sick with Kittle as well as Jalen. Man. I'm gonna go pragmatic. Go CJ Henderson in this spot. I mean, I could easily see the Niners trading out of this spot too because they don't have a second, third, or fourth round pick. All right, so 14. Now, here with the Bucks, they would have loved to have a tackle. Didn't quite work out. Because they want to keep Brady's ass upright. Justin Jefferson would make a lot of sense working out of the slot. I mean, Jefferson out of the slot. You got Godwin and Evans out wide. And also you have Brait and O.J. Howard working the middle of the field. That'd be pretty gross, too. Yeah. We're going to go that route. That just happened. All right, so Brady gets his under the slot receiver. Denver now is pissed. They're just like, actually rip poop pissed. Because Jefferson going ahead of Judy is like a complete dereliction of duty. But also, it was like, all right, so with Judy, even though he's from the slot too, that would make a lot of sense. Whatever. All right, so Broncos get Judy at 15. I'll be honest, I forgot about Judy for a second, but it is what it is. Whatever. Weird things happen on draft night. 16. All right, so 16, look to replace your font. Also, oh man, Kinlaw. Gah. Come on, Chason will make a lot of sense too. Just want to make sure I don't forget any names here. Chason, come on down. Let's go. All right, so the Cowboys, cornerback edge. We'll love to have Chason. All right, so what else they need here? Some safety help on the back end of that defense. That would make a lot of sense. All right, give him Delpit. All right, so now the Dolphins. So the Dolphins picked up Isaiah Simmons, just a jack of all trades on the back end. Justin Herbert is still sitting there chilling. Now, if they liked Herbert, they didn't love him at 5. Could they circle around at 18? Just sort of a shrug, sure, whatever spot. But also Kinlaw is still there. That is gross. That really is gross. Josh Jones would make a lot of sense too. I mean, Xavier McKinney on the back end. Yeah. It was a little bit tough, but I think Josh Jones at the spot because they still have not replaced Jawan James as well as Tunsil yet. So I need to suture that up. So now Raiders coming in, wide receiver, check that box. They got Kinlaw, just gross. It'd be absolutely gross if Kinlaw just falls to 19. My goodness gracious, ass is bodacious. Jaguars at 20. So they already got Derek Brown. In the market for some secondary help, McKinney would make a lot of sense. Any of the cornerbacks would as well. I don't think they go quarterback at this point, even though Jordan Love is just sitting there winking at him. Justin Herbert just sitting there winking at him. Denzel Mims would be a lot of fun there. Actually, let's shake it up. Denzel Mims, one time for the kids. All right, so the Eagles are like, WTF, what just happened? So Mims is off the board. Jefferson went before Judy because someone forgot about the stupid board, which, it happens. But, all right, so the Eagles, I mean, it's not an overly sexy pick, but Queen and Kenneth Murray, linebacker there for the Eagles, that would make a lot of sense. I mean, ideally, this would be the Justin Jefferson spot because he would play the slot. Something that they wanted from Nelson Aguilar, did not get. Safety is a need since they let go Jenkins. Quarterback has always been a need. Like, their secondary was decimated last year, just completely destroyed. All right, we're gonna give him Xavier McKinney. There you go. 22 of the Vikings. So, I mean, there's a lot going on. I mean, Justin Herbert just sitting there chilling. Cornerbacks wise, I like Fulton. I love Gladney. Don't really feel like reaching for a tackle at this point, just because you missed that, the big 5. Ezra Cleveland's still out there chilling. Wide receiver is certainly still in the mix. We love Rieger. We love Ayuk. We love Chenault. We love Higgins as well. Higgins pretty low on this board. But what can you do? Cornerbacks. All right, so Gladney, Fulton, Jalen Johnson. I love all of them. All right, so at this spot, I mean, this would be a great spot for the Vikings to trade out. I mean, if a team really did have eyes for Justin Herbert, wants to secure his rights before the Patriots picked at 23, that would make a ton of sense. But since we are sticking and picking here. So, could go Gladney, could go Jalen Johnson, could go Higgins, could go Rieger. I mean, there's a lot of different directions that you go here, and I wouldn't be mad at him. So even though they have Higgins rated below all these other receivers, I actually have him pretty much even with Jalen Rieger as wide receiver 4 in this draft. That's close. Yeah, I'm gonna go Higgins. Just height, weight, speed, specimen. He's Denzel Mims with a little bit more polish. All right, so now the Patriots. Patriots could get weird here. So, are they fully in on Jarrett Stidham, the 4th-round pick last year out of Auburn? I mean, they could, of course, go for a wide receiver, which they had wide receiver deficiencies last year, even though they invested a 1st-round pick in N'Keal Harry. And just your offensive line. Go a lot of different ways here. I mean, is it any other pick besides Herbert? Is it? I mean, he does remind me of like a more athletic Drew Bledsoe. He does. All right, Patriots, Justin Herbert. There you go. Saints. This one makes a lot of sense. Kenneth Murray, linebacker out of Oklahoma. Come on down. Our Vikings back up on the clock. So they got the wide receiver. They got T. Higgins. There you go. I'm going to go. Could go Fulton. I'm going to spice things up. I'm going to go Jeff Gladney. I just like the physical, a little bit more aggro guy getting after it in terms of cornerback. So for the Vikings, coming with Higgins and Gladney in round 1 after you missed the boat on the offensive tackles, no big deal. Perfectly fine with that. 26. All right, so the Dolphins at 18 got Josh Jones. Number 5, Isaiah Simmons. So they got a nice little piece on both sides of the ball. I mean, could still go quarterback. I mean, Jordan Love is just sitting here chilling, right? So they could go there. Could go Cesar Ruiz, interior offensive line. That makes a lot of sense. They could go Antoine Winfield Jr. That would make a ton of sense as well. Edge, Gross Matos is still there chilling. Epinesa. All right. I think the Dolphins have sat long enough. They're just like, okay, we love Tua, we love Burrow, we like Herbert, we like Jordan Love, but at 26, it may just be too much value to pass up. So the Dolphins take Jordan Love at 26. Now, the stupid Seahawks, potentially, are they going to sign Everson? Maybe, maybe not. I like Gross Matos and what he does, how he would fit with the Seahawks. Same thing with Epinesa. A bit of a coin toss. Give him Gross Matos. All right, so linebacker-wise, Ravens-wise, so linebacker Patrick Queen would make a ton of sense. Isn't the... I was going to say Baltimore is a Queen City. No, that's Cincinnati, so that falls for it. But Patrick Queen would make a ton of sense and would be the next star linebacker there with stupid Ravens and their stupid faces and they're stupid just doing everything all the time because they're stupid. Yeah, there you go. Face. All right, so now, Epinesa does just seem like a meat and potatoes Nashville guy, doesn't he? There you go. Epinesa, come on in. Packers and they're oh, no. Oh, this hurts. Oh, this hurts so much. I can't believe it. No. So, they get the choice between Rieger, Ayuk. Pittman is there. Chenault. Or do they just reach and go Claypool? It seems like something that the Packers would do. They did it with his Notre Dame teammate. What's his face? Yeah. And now I'm going to give him Ayuk. Where Ayuk as well as Devontae Adams, that's just... It's just straight up gross. That's just gross. So the Niners back up. So they went C.J. Henderson at 13. Now they circle back for the wide receiver. They go Hamler, they go Rieger, they could go Pittman. They can do a lot of things. Could they go Hamler here? Just in terms of like the straight line burner that they want a Marquise Goodwin to be, except he's not. And also, they got completely teabagged by Tyreek Hill, so they know. They completely know. Yeah, I'm going to give him Hamler, who's very much like a poor man's Tyreek Hill, but don't get me wrong there. And lastly, all right, so the Super Bowl champs are up. Interior offensive line, going to be a need for them. Also, could they go running back? Could this be where the first running back comes off the board? Man, but they do like Damian. They do like Damian. What's his face? Actually, you know what? Just screw it. Andy Reid gets his short yardage battering ram, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. It's tool time, baby. Let's go. All right, so recapping our one round mock draft. There we go. Zoom. 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 Yeah, I want to make sure that none of the tabs were pornographic in nature. Luckily, that's not the case right now. Is this Zoom anymore? There you go. All right, so Burrow 1 to the Bengals makes a lot of sense. 2 Washington, just because brand new regime change. They pull a Josh Rosen, Kyler Murray, Tua Tagovailoa. Welcome to DC. Dwayne Haskins, you are available for trade. So someone call up Washington. There you go. 3, the stupid Lions and stupid Patricia and stupid Bob Quinn just have Chase Young just fall straight into the lap, which just bothers me. Like Chase Young and Trey Flowers together, shoot. Jedrick Wills, just a massive mountain of a man, ends up with the Giants. He could play left tackle, by the way. There you go. Isaiah Simmons at 5. Now, they missed out on Tua. They like Jordan Love. They like Justin Herbert. They don't love them. So, Isaiah Simmons at 5. Just a do-it-all dude for Brian Flores in that defense. Is going to be amazing. Mekhi Becton, 6. Similar boat to the Dolphins. Don't love Herbert as well as Jordan Love. Okudah just ends up with the Panthers. Like, what? Tristan Wirfs, got to protect Kyler Murray's 5'2" ass. 9, Derek Brown ends up with the Jaguars. A really nice defensive core, even without Calais Campbell, by the way. They're going to trade Yannick Ngakoue as well, so whatever. 10, Andrew Thomas, just the best left tackle in the draft, just somehow falls into the lap of Kevin Stefanski and company, so congratulations, Mazel Tov. 11, C.D. Lamb, Dez Bryant goes to the Jets and helps Mono Boy. 12, Ruggs III. Speed. 13, C.J. Henderson. Now, could have gone wide receiver here. Could have gone Judy. There you go. But they said C.J. Henderson as well as the remnants of Richard Sherman, pretty damn good. 14, yeah, could have gone Jerry Jeudy here since he operates from the slot quite a bit as well. But also, we'll be honest, we completely forgot about Jerry Jeudy at the top of the board. So Justin Jefferson's going to work the slot with Godwin and Evans over the top. Jerry Jeudy, just through the sheer luck of the Jason Licht overlooking the big board. It's like your fantasy draft when you just forget that there's a stud that you really wanted. Just go there. But Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton, let's go. K'Von Chason just ends up in Atlanta, replacing Vic Beasley. Dallas, they get Delpit for some help on the back end. I think he's the best all-around safety in this draft. Josh Jones, 18. All right, so they already got Isaiah Simmons. Now Josh Jones, left tackle of the future for the Dolphins. Raiders doubling back and Javon Kinlaw. Shoot. So Ruggs the third and Javon Kinlaw, just two absolute physical freaks. Matches up what they want to do in Vegas. Denzel Mims, the freakish combine wide receiver from the Jaguars. He pairs up with Derek Brown, who was their first selection at 9. 9, right? Yeah, 9. Next up is Xavier McKinney, 21. They need someone to replace Jenkins on the back end. Coming on in. There you go. Going to do good things. 22. Could have gone. Decided to go Higgins here. Is a really easy spot for the Vikings to trade out of. But just in terms of height, weight, speed, specimen, giant catch radius, I think T. Higgins would be Kirk Cousins' best friend coming up. 23. Patriots, not sold on Jarrett Stidham. Decided to go Justin Herbert. A little bit of big arm love there. 24, Kenneth Murray. Could have given him another wide receiver, just be sick, but no. Kenneth Murray, their new Jonathan Vilma, going to run some things there in the middle of the Saints defense. Surprisingly good Saints defense, by the way, except in the playoffs. Face. 25, Jeff Gladney, just the getting after it, man-to-man, solid alpha dog cornerback that I love. So the Vikings come away checking off 2 boxes, Higgins and Gladney. Perfectly fine with that there. 26. Dolphins can't put off quarterback any longer. Jordan Love at 26 is just too much value. 27. Gross Matos just seems like a Seahawk, doesn't he? Absolutely. Also 28. So the Ravens never pick here. They always just trade down. But Patrick Queen just comes in, is going to be just yet another great Ravens linebacker there in the middle of that defense. Epinesa goes to the Titans. 30, Brendan Ayuk goes stupid Packers and their stupid faces, and then I hate everything. 31, Hamler, the speedster. The Niners saw firsthand. It cost them a Super Bowl having Tyreek Hill just teabag on them. So Hamler with Debo and Kittle. Shoot. And then 32, the Chiefs, they love Damon Williams, but Jonathan Taylor Thomas is just that bashing Christian Okoye-esque running back, just bringing some brr. All right, and that's it. That is our first round stick and pick draft. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Besides mess up on Judy, it is what it is. Hey, love you guys. Skull, production value.